Fort Dobbs is not just an outpost for an empire.
Newspaper published in South Carolina.
Fort Dobbs is not just a clash of civilizations. Fort Dobbs is not just a place in time. Fort Dobbs is the frontier life come vividly alive. A place where the people we were meet the people we are. Fort Dobbs, an adventure 250 years in the making.
Well, Fort Dobbs is North Carolina's only French and Indian War fort, and it tells the story of the struggle for America. It's significant because today North Carolina is the only site that has that story. The French-Indian War is the war between the British and the French fighting over North America.
North Carolina, Fort Dobbs is the only physical location associated with the French and Indian War that we can still develop and interpret. It's unique, it's special, it's one of a kind. People from all over the country travel to visit these kinds of sites. They're going to travel to Statesville.
It's a really good way to bring the past to life and make it not just a bunch of facts and textbooks, you know, and you can see the colors of the uniforms and the sound of the gunfire and the drums. It really brings it to life.
Without authenticity, without the real things said properly, it's fake and faux. And Fort Dobbs has got a lot of real history that happened in this spot, on this location.
So important to give a real experience, an engaging experience where people feel the history come to life. And so certainly as an obligation is to dress appropriately for the period, and that's one tool of engaging the audience, as well as knowing the history and be able to interact with a third-person interaction.
Right now, 27,000 people visit, and there's no structure, there's no fort. It's the excellent programming that they have available here. So in the long run, I think as people begin, not only North Carolinians, but people from outside the state of North Carolina, begin to hear about it, it could easily be 50 or 60,000 people in 3 to 5 years.
For the Native people, of course, it was a story of preserving their lives and their culture.
The face painting and stuff, I don't know why, I just love that stuff, it's cool.
It's really interesting, just being able to get some more insight of like what they experienced in their life and some of their customs and ways.
Fort Dobbs is unique maybe in this country in that it's a greenfield site. It needs no reclamation at all to do, and we can reconstruct the site the way it was 250 years ago. The opportunity here is to leave something that's permanent, something that will last beyond our generation. What we're doing here, we will have for years and years and years in the future.
It is very exciting being on the cusp of this major reconstruction. I think it will be a big draw, and certainly to be able to come here and when the fort is here and not just see the building, but see its inner workings, see the daily lives of the soldiers, to be able to you know, smell the smoke from their fires cooking, to see the beds that they would sleep on. It's going to be a very powerful experience, I think.
Fort Dobbs, North Carolina's only French and Indian War historic site, where history is made fresh daily, face to face. Fort Dobbs, help us build it, not just to protect our past, but to preserve our future.
I liked being a prisoner over there. It was cool.
Being a prisoner because I got tied down to the ground.
How they have all the little stories about how certain things got to be different. I like the basketball, maybe. I like the wood shop and how he was making the paddle for the baker. The musical performance.
The musketball making, the chair making.
The music. Because that guy played the pipe so well. I mean, really.